Governor Uzodimma in trouble as US military veterans finger him over Kanu's continued detention. Okay. The continued detention of the leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has earned Governor Uzodimma of Imo State the wrath of American military veterans of Igbo descent. AVID alleged that the governor is the mastermind of Kanu's detention incarceration. The group has equally expressed worry over the festering insecurity in Imo State, especially since the formation of Igbo security outfit. AVID therefore challenged Uzodimma to prove his innocence in all this, plus the alleged engagements of Asari Dokubo's men in Igbo outfit. The US military veterans, in an open letter entitled "Your Excellency's unimaginable hostility for Igbos and the need for change of mind," told Uzodimma to tread with caution. The two-page letter signed by AVID President Chief Sylvester Onya and Secretary Dr. Godson Obiagu respectively was made available to Wawa News Global in Abia. AVID, which blamed the spate of insecurity in the southeast on Kanu's continued detention, sought to know how Kanu's continued incarceration would benefit Uzodimma. The letter made available to Wawa News Global read in part, "We are American military veterans of Igbo descent, AVID, who are currently serving or have served honorably in the United States Armed Forces. We have observed with alarming shock the level of disdain and inglorious actions you exhibit against people of Igbo descent since you became the governor in 2019. Hence, our collective decision to write you this open letter. Another worrisome show of contempt for Igbo is your deceitful and covert conspiracies against the release of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, since his infamous extraordinary rendition from Kenya into Nigeria in the year 2021 and the persecution that ensued. It has become obvious that you do not want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu released from the unlawful incarceration the federal government of Nigeria subjected him to. While we are aware that several meritorious applications had before now been made to the federal government, made to the trial Federal High Court judge for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on bail, we have come to the ugly realization that Your Excellency is behind the continual refusal of such bail applications. Your sinister and clandestine motives aimed at seeing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not enjoy his constitutional right to bail is another show of hatred for the Igbos. You are aware that insofar as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains unlawfully detained in the Nigeria Security Services facilities, there will be no peace in Igbo land, and the spate of youth resistiveness and violence would know no bounds. Do you care the negative impact of the Monday sit-at-home orders on Eastern Nigeria commands and the lives that Igbos lose for any mistaken disobedience to such orders? Nigerians know how the infamous Operation Python dance was planned and executed, and we do not even know what profits you enjoy from these sinister arrangements against Igbo peace and cohesion. AVID urged the governor to change his disposition against Igbo cause and help seek the return of peace to the southeast. While we regret the entirety of your act and this against Igbo nation and your secret vows to ensure that rot in detention, we honestly believe that you can turn over a new leaf. It is never too late to return peace to Imo State in particular, and it pays nobody that our youth are killed daily. But then, what records would you have, would you leave behind after your governance? Or do you think that nobody will remember what you did as governor? We therefore request that your excellency returns the Igbo spirits of Onye Agana, Nwaneya, be your brother's keeper, and walk toward peace in Igbo land. And however, your excellency, does it not material to us to provided there's a return to peace and tranquility? We are very optimistic that your excellency would have a change of heart and walk towards peace in Igbo land. A stitch in time says 9. AVID described a spate of bloodbath in Imo State and challenged the governor to clear his name on the alleged engagements of Asari Dokubo's men in Ibubiagu security outfit. Your excellency, the wave of wanton killings and loss of lives in Imo State is really astronomical. You are the chief security officer of Imo State since you deceptively brought Alhaji Mujahid Asari Dokubo's men into Imo State in the guise of a Ibubiagu. Imo State has not known peace, and we do not know your reasons other than your open disdain for the Igbos and the people of Imo State in particular. Ordinarily, Ibubiagu is supposed to be a security outfit with specific objectives of security or securing lives and pure properties in Igbo land and against external forces, but your excellency decided to use Asari's men. Do you really bother how many lives Imo people have lost under your governance? Do not think that no one knows what antics you deployed for your political gain. It really does not even matter who currently occupies Douglas House as governor. Governance is a continuum. We have had several governors in Imo State since the country's return to democracy in the year 1999, and no governor has such records like you. If we may ask, must everyone in Imo State belong to one political party or support you either as candidates or governor? It really does not even matter how you see it, but what is important is that the world knows what is going on. In Imo State, Kanu has remained in detention in Abuja, headquarters of the Department of State Services (DSS) since June 2021. Following his extraordinary detention from Kenya, IPOB leaders' family had early last month accused Igbo politicians of abandoning Kanu in detention and threatening to expose those behind his continued detention. Responding, however, Governor Uzodimma washed his hands off Kanu's ordeals, dismissing the allegations as false and baseless. The governor urged members of the public to disregard AVID. Governor Uzodimma, who spoke through his chief press secretary, Mr. Obike Onwachukwu, said, "I think these your veterans or whatever they call themselves or call you or you call them have long lost touch with the reality back home. I think their view on both issues raised here is rubbish and lacks merit. The allegations are totally false, baseless, thoughtless, and senseless." Okay. Uzodimma has denied these allegations. I know that this was said last month or so. Now these people are still insisting after he has responded to the allegations. The group still believes that Uzodimma is still behind the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu. That there's nothing is going to say that you understand. Though I'm not an Igbo man, but you are right, and not just hope alone, but other invisible hands. In our Kwakoko, enemy of Biafra. Okay, oh, time shall tell.